UFG family, what up, doe? Welcome to the podcast, another episode of the UFG podcast. So I got my beautiful bride with me on this episode. It's my everybody? Co-host, my bride Lily. I want to say what up to the people.
What up, everybody? What up?
So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. With this being our 10th episode, it's a milestone for us. So
yay!
Clap it up. Clap it up. Yeah, right. So that's a milestone for us, man. A personal milestone. Mm-hmm. And we just kind of want to relive it, and not only relive it, but also just kind of give some encouragement for y'all who are thinking about starting a podcast. Things that we went through. Things that we still going through, and the thought process behind the creativity and things of that sort, man. So, welcome, guys. Welcome. So how should we break it off, babe? How should we just kick it off?
So I guess, when I was thinking about how to start this episode, I just kind of want to talk about our journey so far.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
that's beautiful.
Buck couldn't join us today.
Yeah, we not set up.
He was here today, but we just couldn't figure out how to incorporate the three of us in the video. We're not there yet, but
so it's just a lack of equipment, to be honest.
Yeah.
And a lack of a setup.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing stopping it from being all three of us, which we're working on. Mm-hmm. So the more we get likes, subscribes, and views,
right, the more we
and
get
listeners,
some traction,
that can kind of put in the pot. Because, it takes money to do this stuff, man. And, all this stuff is funded by us. Yep. I work full time. Lily works part time. You know what I'm saying? And not only do we work full time and part time, we're parents. Mm-hmm. We have a 9, almost 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. And of course, for you guys that's parents out there, how expensive it can be and how time consuming it is.
Especially right now that they're at that age where they're just growing out of everything. Growing. They're eating everything. Man, they're constantly needing to be kept busy. So we're constantly going places to keep.
And then they want stuff.
Yeah, and they want everything, and and we try to give them obviously the best that we can give them, but also, even though that this is a hobby of ours, even though that this is something that we decided to do 4 years ago now, I think, as far as like just UFG
this whole
period
thing started.
Right now we're at the point where like, look, this is something we definitely want to invest in. Absolutely. And it just takes time.
It does.
And I feel like for me personally, this journey has definitely been eye-opening. There's been a learning curve.
Absolutely. And we still learning.
Man, between me and you, as far as like how close we've gotten over the years.
Yeah.
We knowing each other more professionally after all these years of being married, it's kind of like it can be difficult, but at the same time, we always come out good at the end. You know? And
the creative process, it has its I guess it's that it's that give and take. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the creative process is dope from the standpoint of that when there is a creative moment or creation, should I say, is genuine and it's organic and it's for the betterment of UFG. Mm-hmm. It's not, when you're working with someone, they might want all the credit or they want, with us, it's just like, hey, whether
UFG is us.
Yeah, UFG is us, bro.
It ain't about, that was my idea. No, that's your idea. Right. No, I mean, we give credit where credit is due, obviously. But
I mean, who are we kidding? We're imperfect humans. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have those moments where I feel like my idea is better than yours. You're going to feel like your idea is better than mine. And, but you got to work through that stuff, man. Yeah. That's just one of them things. But it makes it easier that it's somebody that you like and that you love and that you have a life with.
Right.
It's different if it's like, I just see you a few hours a day. It's like, I don't care what you say.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So,
how we always say about, like, people that we come across, say at work or something, we're like, look, I ain't got to go home to you. Bro. I ain't got to answer to you like that. Like how I have to answer to my spouse. But now we do got to answer to each other.
So like one of my things that I tell her all the time, bro, like when there's like, in my line of work, I'm a commercial building engineer and I'm in a leadership position in that role. And a lot of the people that I deal with are the opposite sex, that's just keeping it a whole bag. But when one of those people get an attitude with me over something, it's like, dude, I don't care. I ain't your husband. You know what I'm saying? You ain't my wife. Hey, have an attitude. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We'll keep it professional, but I ain't got to answer to you.
Exactly. Yeah. I keep it all the way professional, but it's like, hey, you got an attitude. That's on you. You deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't your husband. A lot of them are divorced or don't have a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you tell it. But at the end of the day, it's like in this role right here where we're at, I gotta answer to my wife. So I gotta deal with the attitude. I gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, this journey is a wonderful journey and it's just beginning. You know what I'm saying? We're only 10 episodes in. This is a milestone episode. We actually, our schedule of episodes, we actually had something else scheduled for me and her to do. But Lily had the brilliant idea to kind of walk back and kind of, stop and smell the roses for a minute and see, where we come from and where we're going. So, and it's just not about reliving the podcast lifeline. It's about reliving the entire Universal Footgear UFG lifespan that I feel like from beginning to end. So,
let's do it in sections. Let's do UFG in total, and then we'll do the podcast.
Yeah, so Universal Footgear, I think we spoke on it. We spoke to it a little bit. The birth and the ethos of it is in the origin episode. Right? So, so Universal Footgear, of course, the name speaks to, universal, where we play on the word soul for the foot, the soul of the foot. And, is it semantics or is it double entendre or how should we say
Kendrick
universal?
Right now? I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's universal and universal, like the bottom of your feet. So, it's just like, cause I love all sneakers. So that's where the universal coin came in. And I wanted to play on the universe thing. And then Buck came up with universal. And then I think Lily threw in the soul, SOLE, and then I threw in the footgear because
just this whole mosh podge of just different
because
ideas.
I think it was already. I think we was gonna name ourselves Universal Sneakers,
something like that.
And somebody had that name already, and Universal Footgear is an LLC, so somebody already had that name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, for us to have an LLC. We couldn't use Universal Sneakers. So I think that's when I came up with Footgear.
Yeah.
And the Footgear, I think I just looked up in the thesaurus online. I think I searched either shoes or sneakers or footwear. Something like that. And I seen it said Footgear. And I'm like,
it just rolled off the
Universal
tongue.
Footgear.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like that. I like that. So, and then the acronym UFG just is perfect. It's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. I love, shoulder shirt, our logo.
For those who can see.
Yeah. For y'all can see, it's a U. So you got the U, you got the F, and then you got the G.
Yeah.
So our very, very wonderful friends, Brent and Christian, they're graphic designers. They did that for us, man. We love you guys so much. I hope y'all listen to this episode. So giving them their flowers. They gave us a list of graphics.
Yep.
And probably roughly about 8 to 10 graphics and different variations of each graphic. And that one jumped off the paper.
It was like immediate. It was just like
immediate.
We didn't even really have
She wasn't with it at first. You didn't like that one at first. You liked the one that was UF.
You liked the one with the little, it was like a crest. It was kind of like,
yeah, I liked it. That was one of them, but that one jumped off at me. You wasn't buying that one at first. You liked the one that was UF and the G had the shoe.
I did like that one. Yeah, for sure.
And we bought that one. We still own the rights to that graphic as well.
Right.
But we said we was going to say that for like the kids or something like that.
Something
the kids
like
brand.
Later on. We still got it in the chamber. We might
still
pop
in the
out
chamber.
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we might pop out. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so so when we seen that, and I told her how much because I wanted the UF and the G to be all one. I wanted to be intertwined.
Right.
Because I always seen it like when we was in the beginning stages of this, I seen the UFG logo, not that specific logo, but it just something in my brain with the UF and the G all intertwined on the front of a baseball cap, bro, a 50. And when I seen that in my brain, then when I seen that, I'm like, oh, that's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
So that's the way it started. And then this is just some good insight for you guys who are starting a podcast or starting a social media page to showcase your sneakers or whatever
hobby
whatever
really.
Your hobby and your passion is, and you want to showcase it, then this is just some tidbits from our journey. And then so after that, I remember we lay in the bed. It was Sunday. It was during the pandemic, and it was one of them days. It was a Sunday. It was in the summertime. Well, not quite summer, but
around this time, I would say.
No, it was summer because I was off work. Remember, I got laid off in August.
That's right.
So yeah, it was summertime. It was late summer in 2020. I got laid off work, and we were laying in the bed, and it was a nice day. And we were just relaxing, and I was just going back and forth. I was so hyped. I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. And I just seen it. Everything just started coming to me. And it was just like overload. I wish we had that notepad.
I know.
Where we sketched everything out.
I have a couple of stuff that I still have from the beginning stages.
Yeah, man. So. And then, I'm calling different people, man. I'm hitting people up like, hey, I got this idea. I want to do this. I want to do T-shirts. We did some merch. We did just a line of T-shirts.
Yeah, it was just like a couple T-shirts.
It was
and
like
some
blue, black, that heather gray, and white. We did four different T-shirts, 3 different graphics. It was the certified sneakerhead and the 2 new shoe smells. So it was 3 different graphics, 4 shirts, 4 different colors. So in our first merch rollout. So we're going to do another one. Yeah. We're going to do another one. But I was so like, before we even got to that point, I was so like, oh my God.
So I think that's
it was hitting me like,
I think that was lesson number 1 now as we're reflecting. So we don't sound so redundant from our origin episode. Our lesson from that idea there was, do not let too many people in.
Yeah, bro.
On your idea.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because when you have your idea, it's great to bounce ideas off of other people, especially people who you trust, who you love, and who you know is going to give you the best insight that they can give you.
Right.
But at the same time, it will change your vision.
You don't want to do that.
It will change your vision, whether you like it or not, because I know for me personally, I'm a people pleaser. I don't like people being mad at me. I don't like that. So if somebody were to tell me like, oh, maybe you should do this, I think eventually I would probably change my vision to do that.
All of us are like that to an extent.
To an extent, for sure. But if it's like, if you have 20 people telling you all their ideas, it's kind of like, okay, I don't even want to do this anymore. And
then on top of that, to kind of piggyback on what you're saying and in harmony with what you're saying, and realistically, everybody can't see your journey, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody can't see the vision that you see. Even it's been times where I tell her my vision and she cannot see it.
No.
But then when she sees it, it's like, oh. Just like, for example, I'm going to use one of the reels on my Instagram. Y'all run over, check out my Instagram. It's pinned, and it's my first actual reel, and it's with me and my son. We ran the Reimagine 4s. And we've been talking about doing videos with the kids, incorporating them, incorporating each other, and just kind of incorporating that with the sneakers. And the day that it was like, okay, because we try to schedule things. We try to be as organized as we can in our chaotic life. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was the day to film that, and I'm like, man, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? And I couldn't think of nothing. And then it like little pieces would hit me, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, so let's act like we watching the game, and let's make it like this, and let's make it like that. And she didn't see it at first.
I could not see it. She was like, I have no idea. But when it came
together, she was like, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah. So I'm just saying all that to say, like, I mean, because it's the same with her. Sometimes she'll have a vision. I don't see it, and I'm like, sell me on it.
Yeah.
Because she's telling me about it, and I'm like, no. And she's like,
and I'd be so hurt. And then like, she be
man, talking, but it's like, you gotta show me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the show me state. I'm Texas, bro. Like, you gotta show me, bro. Like, let me see it. Let me see the vision that you see. And then when she shows me, then it's like, oh, I get it now. Cause like when you talking about, and we're talking about visual content, and you're just talking to me.
Right.
It's like, sometimes it'll hit. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we sometimes are on the same wavelength.
Sometimes
like,
we hear.
We don't even need to say nothing, and we're reading each other's minds. I'm not feeling that.
And she like, no, but it's like this and that. And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, so instead of me just like no shooting it down, I'm like, all right, sell it to me. You know what I'm saying? Show it to me. You know. So, but at the end of the day, man, like, to kind of go back to what Lily was saying. Like, you can't let everybody in on it, because you know what? In your brain, that vision is dynamite.
Right.
It's C4. Right. It's like, I
have the best idea in the world right now.
But then you going to tell certain people, and it could be people that love you and that you love. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, whoever, your homies, family members. You going to tell them, and they ain't going to get it. They going to be like, okay.
Right.
They're going to be, you know, I like to say this, you know, they're going to rain on your parade or pee on your Cheerios. It's not going to be
right
what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had certain friends at the time, you know, I'm not as cool with them as I was before, but, you know, when we first rolled out the T-shirts, man, we was geek. We was hype.
Yeah.
You know, I even gave out a few T-shirts. We sold them all out. You know, what we have a total of probably like...
It was about 100, I think, all of them, with all the colors
together. All together? It was 100? I thought it was less than that. I was about to say 50, but probably about 100.
About 100.
And we sold them for like $40 a piece. It didn't feel like we made
it really didn't.
that much money, but, you know, we gave away a lot too, man. I don't think it was 100, but we gave away a lot. And we, you know, it really wasn't about a profit. It was more or less about putting the name out there and, you know, trying to get us out there. And certain people was on for a minute, and then it was like, you know, it was like a flash in the pan. Like, like, oh, wow. But then it was some friends who was like, we gave shirts to, and it was just like,
thanks for the free T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like, man, all right. Yeah. But it was some friends that was like really grateful.
Right.
Like, dog, that shirt dope. Even to this day.
We're going to focus on the ones that gave us that support from the beginning.
And that's what see, I'm the type, dog. I'm like the way my mentality is, and, you know, I love Jordan so much. I'm more like a MJ type person. Like when he, you know,
you find something to drive
Barkley won the MVP. All right. Yeah, I took that personal. You could take that. I'm going to take this.
Right.
That's my mentality.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and Lily is more of the rainbows and unicorns. Like, hey, focus on the people that love us. Right, and I'm like, no, he slept on me. No, he passed me up. No, he overlooked me. No, he ain't shout me out like he said. Or no, he ain't do this. He ain't look out. You know what I'm saying? That's my mentality. I'm like, no, bro. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? And Lily is more, hey, focus on it. And which she is right. We need to be more focused on those who support us and shout y'all out. Yeah. And I wish I could sit here and just shout out name for name for people who repost my material, who tell me my material is dope, who communicate with me either audibly or, you know, on Instagram or YouTube, or even if you just simply hit a like button, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like stuff like that, bro. I wish I can shout every single one of y'all out. I wish I could.
So that leads me to my next question. With this journey, how has the support grown since we started?
So
for you.
So just to speak to you guys again, for y'all who just want to know, and for y'all who on your own journey, that's why at the end of all my videos, I tell y'all to keep making noise until somebody hear you. And then I just added on, you know, stay ready so you don't have to get ready when it's your time. The reason why I say that, because remember when we first started, we started from scratch, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, right now we a little bit over 500. We about 520 subs, right? 516, I think it is. And we earn and grind it out each and every subscriber, and we thank you guys for that.
Absolutely.
You know, because this channel is nothing without you guys, right?
Man, it's like when I've watched YouTubers say those things, I've always been like, yeah, right. But now that
it means something.
It really does mean something.
You know, you guys,
really does.
We're nothing without you guys, right? And I don't make a dime. I don't make a dime off YouTube. I'm investing a lot of money, but I don't make any money. So y'all can understand that everything I'm saying is genuine. We're nothing without you guys. So at the end of the day, in the beginning, we started off nobody. No subs, no nothing. You start your channel off, you got 2 followers, my wife and then myself.
Right, your personal channel.
That's it. And then we talk to different friends that we know locally. So we probably get like 30 or 40, right? Mm-hmm. And we stuck on that 30 or 40. And then it got up to like maybe 50, 75. Mm-hmm. And then it's like you get to that 100. It's like, oh, wow, we got 100.
We had a giveaway at our 100.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't do a giveaway at 100.
Yes, it was. It was 100.
No, the giveaway it wasn't 100. The giveaway was, I had Instagram. I had 500 followers on Instagram. That's
what it was. I was just thinking about that. I forgot what it was.
And now Instagram, right. I'm at like almost 1,400 out of, you know, I'm at 1,350, somewhere in there. But at 500 followers on Instagram, I had a giveaway. Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, right. But at that time, I still only had like 100 to 200 followers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You know, so the journey, man, is hard, bro. It's a slow grind, bro. This not for somebody who feel like they're gonna get rich overnight.
It's
bro.
Not a get rich quick scheme.
I didn't have, really you know, and it can be a get rich overnight for some people.
Right.
I didn't have certain, like some of y'all sneaker YouTubers, bro. I've watched your material. I'm a student of the game. So when I say stuff, I'm not just saying it out of hate. I'm saying it because I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this. I've been doing this on the social media scale for 4 years. But before I even did this, I educated myself by watching other guys' material. And a lot of you guys that's out there, y'all piggybacked off somebody.
Right.
Somebody with a big following said, hey, follow my boy, follow my dog. And they jump in the game with 50,000.
Right.
You know how we came in the game with 10, 20, 30, 75, 100? No, they jump in 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, because they in the inner circle with somebody who has a platform. He got 125, 300,000 followers. So he tell his followers, hey, if you got 300,000 followers, you tell your followers, hey, go follow this person. Out of that 300,000, at least 50,000 gonna say, all right. And they gonna be mindless sheep and just follow. Or he may have good material, you know, to each his own.
Right.
But a lot of you guys, y'all got channels and platforms started because you jumped off somebody's back and your material really ain't that good. But you know, that's not what you feel me? That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. But the journey itself, man, it's an arduous journey. It's not easy. And
you got to do it because you love it.
You really have to have a passion.
Yes.
For whatever vein that you're in, whatever conduit that you're in, whether it's sneakers, whether it's fashion, whether it's the GRWMs, the Get Ready With Me's, whether it's a haul, whether it's makeup, whatever it is that you're trying to do on a YouTube front or on a social media platform, you got to have a passion for it. You got to love it because it's nothing, you're not getting paid, but you're going to invest a lot of time, which is more valuable than money. You're going to invest a lot of time and you're going to invest money. Yeah. So, cause you got to get equipment, you got to get material, you got to get, you got to invest. So it's a lot going out, but a little coming in. So that's not for someone who's looking for something, a quick return, a quick turnaround. Yeah. So it's got to be a passion, and it's got to be, you got to have a vision, you got to have a plan. So, and I'm speaking these words as I'm continuing in my journey. My journey is not over yet. Right. My journey is nowhere near close to being over.
Big so time YouTubers and podcasters either. You know, we're in the mud right now.
We still in the mud, but we coming out the mud though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you're coming out of the mud. It's different when you're in the mud and it's murky. You can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now we can see. Oh, okay, bet. So that journey, you're gonna. What, the first year, I think I stopped.
Yeah. We stopped.
In 21, 22, I stopped. I quit. Because
I didn't even have any type of motivation because when it came to editing and all that, I got overwhelmed with all the editing, with all the little, you know, putting the music, picking out the right song, picking out the right thumbnail, picking out like where to cut, and then how to cut.
It got a point where we're bickering at each other because I'm like, babe, come on, I need this video. And she didn't want to do it. And it ain't that I don't want to teach myself how to edit, but I love how she does it. The way she does it is the way that I like it. So it's like, you got a job, we in this together. You got a job to do, I got a job to do. It's just like at work. You know what I'm saying? I got people to do stuff for me, to not for me, but for the job. But I'm in a leadership position. You have to do your job. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody has a role and a part to play. So she got to that point, and I got to a point where I felt like the noise I was making, nobody heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I just hit a wall, and I just
hard work we were doing.
Yeah, I felt like, man. And then I think one of the most disheartening things that y'all have to remember, and please, if you listening or if you watching, please just don't blink. Don't skip. Don't leave. Listen to what I'm saying right here. This is probably the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire episode. Do not get overly consumed in watching other people. Like, I watch other people contents to an extent. And sometimes that's the competitive nature in me because I want to see, you know, like Kanye said, man, dang, is that much better than me? Like, come on, man. What is he doing? That's different from me. You know why? You know, my visuals look good. My setup look good. It's different. It's not the typical drop front boxes. You know what? I can remove all this stuff and put a bunch of drop front boxes. I got just as many shoes as the next YouTuber got. You know what I'm saying? I got just as much heat as the
more
next.
Views if you did that. Huh? I said we probably would get more views if you did that. But that's
exactly
not us.
That's not me though. Yeah. I'm not trying to follow that mold, bro. It's different, man. I'm trying to. I created my own lane and my own personality. That's what's going to get y'all to go. Your personality and who you are as an individual is going to sell you. Not trying to be like so-and-so and so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And if you get too wrapped up into looking at other people's views, you're gonna feel like, dang.
Discouraging.
And I think one of the things that discouraged me, and it still discourages me to this day, is when I put my heart and soul into a video. We put our heart and soul. We take out our time. We tired. We done worked 40 hours this week. Our kids, you know, they need our attention. We have other responsibilities outside of all of that to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And we find time to create some content. And if we feel like, oh man, it's dope.
This is the one. This is the one.
This is the viral one right here. And then it'll get like, you know, 1,000 views, maybe 500 views. And it's like,
yeah,
dang. And then you will see some chick, you know, lifting
we not even
at the
gonna
gym.
Go over there.
No, seriously. I want to speak to this because this is what gets me angry, because this is the way the world is. And it's like, it's nothing that I can do about it. It's nothing that nobody can do about it. It's just the way the world is. Sex sells. So you got some chick that's in the gym. It's good that she in the gym and being healthy, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to have that healthy lifestyle. That's good. You know, I need to get in the gym. I need to burn some pounds. But at the end of the day, it's not just about you being in the gym. You position the camera right at your butt. You feel me? You got on yoga shorts, and they the ones that give you a wedgie, whatever though, those shorts, they insinuate the buttocks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you position the camera perfectly at your crack and you do squats. And that gets like 3 million. That gets 3 million views. And it's like, where's the creativity? All you doing is really you really just selling your body for clicks and likes, bro. But we put together some content that's thoughtful, that's trying to reach different people in different genres and different, we're trying to reach. And hey, look over here, look what we doing. We're trying to be creative. And it's like, I see you, but hey, look at this.
Womp. You
know what I'm saying? So that can be disheartening, man, especially. But if you are that creative, that likes to, if you got a shape, you're a woman and you shapely, or a dude. Even if you a dude and you cut up, you chisel like a Greek god, and you want to just show and make your pecs jump and do all this stuff, dude. If you are that person, all right, good for you, man. I'm not knocking you, but it's just disheartening to me when I got a little bit more substance than just physical.
Yeah.
Than just, hey, look at my butt, or look at my pecs, or look at my boobs, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's just annoying, and it's oversaturated. Yeah. It's like it's like other girls see that, and I'm speaking because I'm a man, so I'm gonna speak to the woman side of it. Other women see that, and then here you go. You got all these women, like you got a woman that might be good. Like, for example, it was a girl. She's good with changing cars. Like, she's a mechanic, a real grease monkey. Like, she for real get in the hood of the car, but she positions the camera with yoga pants on while she's bent over in the car working on it. So the camera is focused right at her buttocks. And it's like 3 million views. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, that kind of stuff is like, bro, it's disheartening, but you can't let that bother you. You have to have tunnel vision. You have to put the blinders on and say, don't worry about these other creators. Worry about your content.
Yeah.
Your content is what matters. Your fuel. You have to find things to fuel you. And things like that fuel me. I take things that disappoint me. I take things that upset me, that just literally pisses me off, and I let it fuel me. And I tell her in a minute. It was one day, one of my reels, somebody pissed me off, somebody in my personal life that I felt like, they didn't do nothing to me deliberately, but it was one of them, he overlooked me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bet. And you remember that day? It was raining outside. I'm like, let's go outside and do a reel.
And we did it.
And then we did like we shot 2 reels outside in the rain. And they did pretty decent too. Yeah. They, as far as what my statistics go, it did pretty decent. They both cracked over like 2,000-3,000 views on Instagram.
So I think at the end of the day, when it comes to finding the motivation of what helps you to keep going, like you said, you have like that MJ mentality, like that. Hey, look, you got this. Well, I'm gonna get this though. I know that about you, and I think that's what makes us a great balance, because I'm the more of like, okay, you know what? They overlooked you, so what? Let's keep it moving, because we're not doing it for them. We're not doing it for the people who don't have content like us, because the pride that I have in our channel is that we have gained our following so organically. And when you do it organically, it's much slower than, I guess, your average,
But your subs YouTuber gonna be with you for the long ride too.
Right. And you can listen to these strategists, social media strategists.
You want 1 million followers in 10 minutes?
You gotta do this. You gotta, and if you listen too much of that noise, it can definitely get you. You know what? Post what you want, how you want, however long you want, whatever position you want. You do what you gotta do, And at the end of the day, I feel like for me, this journey, as far as our support, how it has grown. It definitely makes me happy to see those who've seen us from the beginning to now.
Yeah, who rolled with us from day one.
The new followers who, because like I said, I've been saying I'm more the behind the scenes person, right? So a lot of the people that follow your page don't really know about my page.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you started recently tagging me in certain works, such as the podcast releases or the, you know, our little commercials here and there. You know, you started tag my professional account, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't look for recognition from those things, but I do see what people comment on your pictures and on your videos. And it makes me happy because even though they're putting it on your page, I know that I put work in that too.
You gave me the pose, or you told me to stand this way.
You know, and it makes me very happy. Like, I think my favorite post that we've done in all these 4 years was when we were at the Riverwalk.
Oh, this one.
And you in the pose, that you were wearing the X-Men shirt, and it was a really nice day outside, and you had
camel pants and the Vomeros.
Right, the yellow Vomeros. Right. So if you guys go on Instagram and you find that pose, that's my favorite. That's my favorite pose.
Like, oh, I got it. Stand like this, and I'm gonna come.
It was like that fish eye. I was really into that fish eye look, right? You know, like that wide lens fish eye look.
I think my favorite post is the profile picture. That
one is one of my favorites for sure.
And when we was remember it was date night, we went to see Mac Ayers.
Yeah.
And we was at Sweetwater.
Sweetwater.
And you told me I was right on Brush Street. You was like, oh, I got it. Stand right there. And it was like the Renaissance.
I think
was in
creatively,
the back. That was dope.
Creatively, my favorite is the one with the Vomeros.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and also the one where it's like a boomerang where you're standing on one foot and you're kind of like balancing. Yeah. I like that one too. That one's one of my favorite.
That was Air Max Day.
And so to see the comments on those, and I see the regulars that be commenting, the regular ones, and you
shout
know,
out to all y'all, man. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, shout out, man. That you guys keep it coming, man. And
I'm motivated by a lot of them. A lot of the ones that comment, like the, you know, Gabriel Fortson, you know, Killer Cav, Jerome 215 Shooter, you know, these dudes, they inspire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of my inspiration from other people, and I'm not afraid. And I tell them that, bro. I give dudes they flowers, and y'all who know,
he will DM somebody in a minute.
I'll tell you in a heartbeat, hey, bro, thank you. You inspire me, man. Keep it coming, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that to give people. It's enough flowers and money out here for everybody.
Exactly.
Bro.
So
we all can eat and we all can get flowers.
To see our support system definitely grow, and the people that we've met along the way, the opportunities that we've had, granted, they're not the opportunities that a lot of people that we plaster all over social media or anything, but they're opportunities where
I'm connected with some people behind the scenes, bro. But it's you know, and sometimes it's good to put that out there, bro, because that's motivation for y'all. Like, I am y'all. I'm the regular person. I don't have no blue check. I don't have 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
I don't have 300,000 subs on Instagram. I'm y'all, bro. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a dad. I got a dad bod. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love sneakers. I love comic books, comic book movies. I love sneakers. I love fitteds. I love basketball. I love my wife. I love my family. I'm a regular guy, bro. And
we never tried to be something that we're not.
Yeah, never. But I am. I have, and I take full responsibility and not even being arrogant about it. But I've created and cultivated relationships with a lot of people, bro. Mm-hmm. A lot of people that do some really awesome things.
And you want to know what one of my favorite things about that? We've done it as a family.
Yeah.
Like, all four of us. We've done
kids
things
and all, bro,
together as a family. And granted, you know, out of the two of us, you're definitely the social butterfly.
Yeah, I'm out there.
For me and you.
I'm out there, bro.
And you're not afraid to just go up to somebody and start talking.
This just like this big yoked up dude. We was in Meyer today grabbing some stuff. Well, you know, I barbecued earlier today. It was, you know, went and grabbed some wings and some charcoal and, you know, just like little stuff to finish up so we can barbecue. Big old yoked up dude. He had on this cool, dope Spider-Man shirt. Uh-huh. And it was like the OG Spider-Man. And it was like the cover was like a comic book cover, like one of the OG Spider-Man. And on the back, it has some sort of graphic. And I just told him, like, bro, that shirt is dope, bro. I love that shirt. Oh, man, thanks, man, and da-da-da-da-da. So I am totally that person.
For sure.
I don't care. I will really just, like, if you got something on I like, that's dope. Now, for me to say something about your sneaks, you got to be on another level. It's got to be something that I don't have or something that I want or something that I have that I think is dope. But if it's like a shirt or a hat or a jacket or something like that, I'll let you know in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah. So I think with that, with you being very much the social butterfly of us, and I'm more of the observer, kind of like, for instance, when we were at the Future Forward event, when James was there, you were the one that was talking to everybody, but I was the one coming, hey, make sure you talk to that person. Hey, make sure, you should get that information. Hey, make sure you guys follow each other. So I'm more, again, behind the scenes in your ear and, to see.
That's a balance though.
That's the balance.
A needed balance.
But to know that a lot of the people that you've made connections with know all of us. They know the whole family.
They know the family. Like James know my kids. Mark know my kids. You know what I'm saying? James got one of my pictures on my profile for Instagram. It's me, my wife, and James Whitner. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think, me, my wife, and Mark. You know what I'm saying?
And I think bringing the kids along in this journey, they love to see it too. Like, they've gone to SneakerCon with us twice now, and they loved it.
2 years in a row.
And, and I feel it's definitely rubbed off on their
my
social
daughter,
skills.
Especially my son too.
Yeah.
Him
he
too.
More it's just the chill kind.
It's just that his shoes are expensive now. He's in that 150. He's in that 150, 160 now. Like, it's like, golly. I remember paying $50 and $60 for his sneakers when he wanted something bad. I go get both of them some sneakers for less than $100. Now, hers is at $100 and his is at $160. And hers is $160. Mine's is $200. So it's like, that's $500 for some sneaks, man. If we all want, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, I'm like you. I'm really appreciative that the support that we get is amazing, man. And I'm gonna let y'all know this too. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So if I'm pissed, you gonna know I'm pissed. I'm not a fake person. I'm not gonna smile in your face and be behind. Nah, bro. If I don't like you, you gonna know I don't like you. If I like you, you gonna know I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I roll. And sometimes when I get messages and I get, feedback or I get different things for people, man, it's just like, I get emotional. Just like the other day, man, like I was telling you, I was on the other day and my man Crew from Chicago, he had a live and I had tapped in his live and I'm just like, what up, though? I ain't expecting that. All I said was, what up, though? He probably had like 80 people in his live. And he was like, oh, he was hyped. He was like, oh, Universal Foot Gear, what up? My bro, what up? Where you been, man? You been all right? Hey, man, I love the podcast, man. He pulls up the podcast on his live. And just, he played probably about 30, 40 seconds. He's like, yeah, y'all tap in. And I probably didn't get any subs, but it's just the fact that he thought about me in that way.
Right.
I'm somebody in his mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody to him.
Yeah.
Just as he's somebody to me, because remember, he gave me pointers on the setup. Right. He told me what kind of mics and you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget that. And it's been some dudes that I've reached out to in this sneaker universe or world where they too big, and it's like, dude, chill out. It's just sneakers, for real. Like you're not curing cancer. Yeah. You're not feeding the hungry. You're not, you know what I'm saying? It's just sneakers, bro. But some of these dudes that get it twisted and they're YouTube famous. You know what I'm saying? Like you're YouTube famous. Like, come on, bro. Like, chill out, man. But Crew is not one of them guys, bro. And he right next door in Chicago. Although some other people in Chicago is funny style, we're not going to focus on the negative. Like you said, we're going to focus on the positive. But then you got, it's so many, man. I wish I could name all y'all. Crew, I love you, bro. Thank you, man. You know, my man Luke, Tapped In Sneakers, man.
Man, he been with us since
Luke been with me since day one, bro.
Yeah.
Like day one. Luke got on with me when we went to Chicago. And remember, when we went to Chicago, that was in 21, right? 2021, when we did the vlog Chicago. That's when Luke tapped in with me. And he been, man, just A1. I done did business with him, man. Luke, I love you too, bro. You know, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so many, man. I can't, because I feel bad if I forget. And then all my personal friends, the people that I see multiple times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my personal friends. Y'all know I love y'all.
And those who have like no clue about the YouTube world and sneaker business and none of that. They know nothing, but they are always like, hey, how's your YouTube going?
Yeah, no, the perfect person. Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan has
Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, I hope you listening, man.
He probably
this is your
because
time
he always tapping in.
You get your flowers, brother. This brother do not know, you know, and it's no shot at him, but this is not his lane. He's not, you know, he's into fishing. He loves fishing, and that's not my lane. I want to get into that lane. I want to be a fisherman. Jesus was a fisherman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus knew how to fish. You know, he was a carpenter, but he knew how to fish. But you know what I mean? Like, Ryan is into fishing. Like, that's his sport, that's his hobby, and that's what he loves to do. But he would tap in, he would watch the video, and you know how, and this is for you guys that's out there, you know how you can tell if people watch your video when they comment about something in the middle of your video. In the comments, hey man, them shoes are cool, man, or them that and this, the point you made about this, that's how you know they watched it. And he gives a detailed comment with every video. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Every video, he gives a good detailed comment, and it's not even his lane. Right. So he's watching it because he's got love for us. He loves my family, and I love his family. You know, his wife and his son are amazing. We love y'all, man. So, you know, it's just that the support you get, it's amazing. And the ones that count, that's what you got to focus on. That's what you got to keep doing it for. Yeah. Because it's going to be people closest to you, your siblings, your cousins, your people you grew up with and you thought was your ride or die homies and all that. Now like, you doing something that's conducive for you and that's productive for your family, and you're trying to, you know, reach a dream, or you trying to, you know, you just living your truth, and you're in your passion, and they ain't even rocking with you, bro. They don't shout you out. They don't thumbs you up. They don't repost. They don't even double tap. You know how easy it is to double tap a picture.
You already watching the video, just like it.
Dog. It's like we grew up together. And half of y'all, I got one homie from the hood, and I'm gonna give you your flowers. My boy Red. And Red, I hope you were listening. Red, you know, we used to call him JR when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, he know my daddy. And that's my daddy man when we was kids, man. JR. Where's JR? And Red was the coldest football dude from our hood, man. But Red shows me so much love. And that we family, though. Red is like a cousin. I refer to him as my cousin. You know Red. So it's like, man, I love, like, he like the only one. Oh, and Mike. I can't forget Mike, Hits from the Streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike, you know who you is, Mike. My man Mike, they show love from the hood. But other than that, man, nobody, you know, a lot of them probably don't know. But some of y'all that do know what's going on don't show no love. And it's okay. I'm not hurting. I'm going to keep going, bro.
Like I said, we're not doing it for them.
I ain't doing it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because this is my passion. This is what I want to do. Right. So, but at the end of the day, so y'all can't let that kind of stuff deter you or discourage. It's going to hurt, bro. It's going to hurt. When you start doing something and you think the people, because it's going to be the people that you think that's going to support you, them ain't going to be the ones that's going to support you. Yeah. It's going to be people you had no idea. You ain't have no idea. You had no clue. And always, you know, reach, bro. Be delusional. Reach. I've started some very, very great, very great. I mean, I'm trying to use words but I can't use the word that I want to use because it's very good, amazing, very amazing professional relationships with people by being delusional. By a normal person, oh man, they ain't gonna do that. No.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, bro.
Be delusional.
And then there's some people
Maybe we should put that on a shirt. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy, man. Be delusional. You feel me? Don't steal our idea neither.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's been people that you feel like, oh, because in this YouTube space, it's global. Mm-hmm. It's people in Cali that watch this channel. It's people I've had people from Korea message me. I had people in England, Europe message me.
Never would have thought.
Yeah, never would have thought of it. But it's global, bro.
Yeah.
And you would think like, oh, since this is global and people in my city gonna rep, nah, bro. It's gatekeeping.
It's too much of that.
You got people who know break that cycle. Who know what you doing. They know you a sneaker collector. They know you got swag. They know you cool people. You genuine. They know you got a wife and kids and they involved. They know your whole story, but they still not going. And they don't have to, bro. Mm-hmm. They don't have to. That's cool. And I always say, y'all don't owe me nothing. But when it's my turn, though, keep that same energy. Yeah. When it's my turn. Because everybody has their turn. So when it's my turn, just keep that same energy. Right. So that's the mindset you have to continue on in this if you new. Because I'm still relatively new. 4 years is not that old.
We definitely have grown somewhat of a thick skin.
Yeah.
And I would say even for me personally, because I know I get upset when you're upset. I feel your feelings.
Vice versa. Same here.
So when I know you felt slighted or when you've expressed to me how you've been overlooked and I can see how upset or how emotional that makes you, I feel it too. And you might ride or die. I'm gonna be like, I'm going to war for you. Like who made my husband mad? You know what I'm saying? Like I will ride for you to that extent. But this past year, I would definitely say our skin has gotten a little bit thicker.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
Especially this past year because now our name is being kind of thrown out there a little bit as far as
my name ringing bells now, man. In the social media sneaker world.
Right. So with that though, it's like, we want to be cool with people. We want to be nice. We be nice to everybody, but it's like how Nipsey says, circle got smaller, not everybody can go.
Yeah, circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
So,
but see, and this is the thing too. This is what and I don't mean to interrupt, but I want to interject this before I forget it and I lose it. Just like you said, we want to be cool with people and we want to build relationships. We want to. I ain't gotta be the collab guy.
Right.
I don't have to do collabs with everybody. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done one with Ro. Yeah. We interviewed Ro. So, and Ro is pretty big here in the Detroit area. And, that didn't turn like how I thought it would, and it's nothing against Ro.
It was a great experience.
It was a great experience within itself. And that's what she helps to remind me, look, if nothing else comes out of it, we got the experience. Yes. Right. So it didn't turn out like I thought it would. But at the end of the day, I still got mad respect and love for Ro. Appreciate everything that he's done. He took out of his time to just share some jewels with us on the 218 Jordan tools and his store and his space and the origin of his space. So I thank him. I'm eternally grateful for that. My delusion had me thinking, oh, this is about to be something big now, but it is. It was that, and it was the experience, and I'm eternally grateful. So now, if we're in certain spaces, if Ro see me, he know who I am.
Right.
He gonna walk up, what up, though? We kick it for a minute. Boom. He go his way, I go my way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all, just like she said, you want to develop these relationships and cultivate and nurture them in a professional, in a professional capacity. But at the same time, the ones that did overlook you, as you grow, you want them to know they overlooked you. Mm-hmm. Let them know that. That's okay. It's healthy. It's not like, hey, I'm better than you. No, but it's like, hey, I remembered that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy, bro. And that's what I love. That's the thing I love about it. It's like the get back. It's like, bro, there's going to be a time. It ain't going to rain forever. Mm-hmm. So you got to be able, figuratively speaking, you got to be able to enjoy, you got to be able to withstand the rain to be able to enjoy the sunshine, bro. Because if every day a sunny day, then what's a sunny day? You feel me?
Exactly.
So you got to withstand that. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to throw that out there that even though we want to make connections with people and we do want to have these relationships, at the same time, the ones that overlooked us, we want them to know that they overlooked us.
And that's basically what I was gonna say. Anyways, you know, it's definitely, again, a learning curve, a learning experience. We never want to burn a bridge before we even cross it with somebody. So of course we're gonna come off as professional as we can, as friendly as we can, but at the same time, it's like, just because somebody says, yeah, I'll shout you out, don't hang on that word. Yeah, don't fall for it, I would say. Maybe they don't do it intentionally. Maybe they do. Who knows?
It's Hollywood talk, bro.
Exactly. Don't
it's
get
benign
hung
talk.
That's it right there. Don't get hung up on the Hollywood benign talk. Don't, for us,
prove it.
We mean what we say. If we say we're going to shout you out, even with our 1,400 followers,
I do it.
He's going to do it.
Yeah, bro.
And, whatever the case may be, let your yes mean yes. And we strive on that principle.
That's
letting our yes mean yes.
That's like my man that we seen in like the young dog Key. Mm-hmm. Kicks by Key or Key by Kicks or Key Kicks or
we are so butchering
who you
this.
Is, Key. My man Key, man. I met him. He came from Buffalo to pick up the Venice Beaches, and I seen him in the store and I heard him over talking to the lady at the register like, yeah, I came from Buffalo. And I'm like, dang, because when the Lightning 4s came out, the yellow joints, we went to Cleveland. And you know what I'm saying? And like, I picked up like 6 pairs. Yeah. I had like 2 adults. I had like 2 in your size. And I had like 1 in each of the kids' sizes, but I sold all of them.
Yeah.
But at that time, the men's was going for over 300. So it was like, why not? But, at that time, we was hurting for cash.
All right, neither here nor there. Go on with the story. Go on.
But anyway, so I can identify him really wanting a sneaker and driving 4 hours to go get it because Cleveland is 4 hours from us.
Yeah.
Well, no, Cleveland is 2 hours, ain't it?
On the turnpike, I think.
Yeah, Cleveland is only 2 hours. So... But he drove that far for us. I know Pittsburgh is 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh, we went to Pittsburgh, but that's another story. But Pittsburgh is 4 hours, but Cleveland is 2 hours. So just him leaving his natural habitat to come somewhere else just to pick up sneakers.
Recognize
I identified that, and I threw him in my video. Mm-hmm. Dudes ain't gonna do that, bro.
Yeah.
Dudes ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. And I appreciate... Like, I didn't do it for any reason. I did it. And not only did I, like, talk to him about what he picked up, I allowed him, hey, tell him your socials.
Yeah.
And he, hey, Kicks by Key, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like that, bro.
And it was so nice how he reciprocated that.
Yeah,
in his own video.
He reciprocated and he showed mad love,
something about hearing our name coming from somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It gives me a rush. It gives me like yes, we're out there somewhere and our work is paying off. And, granted, again, it's not about the followers. I mean, it's great to have those things, but it's not about that. And from the beginning of this journey, I remember us talking about, we need to make sure that our vision is we're doing this because we love it.
We love it. I never want this to be work, man.
And because the moment we make it work, it's the moment that we're just gonna like. Hey,
it can be work if I'm starting to get like if I'm making 200,000 a year, we can make it work. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't want it to be work. I got a job, and I make decent money what I do. So we want to keep work, right? And we don't want that to bleed over. But if this starts to generate revenue. And
who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to do what they love?
What I'm saying? Then we gonna make it work. We'll make it work then.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to keep it fun.
Right.
I want to keep it light. I don't want to feel pressured and all that. I get enough of that 40 hours a week, 40 plus hours a week at work, man. Right. So, But at the end of the day, man, I just think, like you said, we want to keep it in that realm, and to hear that we grow to that standpoint where people shouting us out and we have relationships. I mean, y'all ain't no strangers. Y'all know where I'm at with Amamanier, the Whitaker group, with James, with Mark. You know, I'm working on other relationships that I'll shout out later. I already have a relationship with them developed, so I can shout them out. But it's other stuff that's on the back burner that's actually this week coming up that I got some stuff that I'm stirring the pot on, man. So
and we got to make sure it's okay on everybody else's front before we can say anything.
I can't just shout him out, but he a legend.
Yeah,
and he's done things in you know, for Jordan Brand for years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can't say too much now. Got to still keep it a secret.
I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't saying no names. You know, but hey, he worked for Jordan Brand for years, and as an executive. So y'all just wait. It's just developing and cultivating these relationships with people, and so that's one thing that you guys can get, and then two, with the podcast, right?
Yes, that was gonna be my next question.
We talked in great deal about the Instagram page. And now the podcast was more one of them things where it was like, oh, I want to do a podcast. 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 Oh man, I need a mic. Oh man, we need some lighting. We need a setup. We need to. Until a point we was just like, man, grab the mic. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's how you got to do it, bro. You got to just go.
Yeah.
If you sit and wait for there's no perfect time, bro. The perfect time is when you start. Exactly. That's the perfect time.
You'll learn as you go.
Whenever you start, man, you know, your editing, your setup, your lighting, all that will come. You just have to start. You have to start somewhere, because if you don't start, you're going to overthink everything. And then when you overthink everything, you're still in this same spot, stagnant, and time is continuing to move. And it's like, dude, what you doing? Jump on the board. Either jump in the water or stay on the porch. You feel me? Yeah. Like,
I know for me, the journey of the podcast itself, this is technically our 11th episode, because if you count our origin episode, it's considered episode 0, the origin story, where we talked about the origin of UFG, which we kind of recapped in this episode here. But for the podcast itself, what I've learned and how much I've researched these past 2 months, it's crazy, because it's like watching the documentary, the Last Dance documentary. And I've watched it countless times with you. We play it in the background like it's background music, you know, so I've continuously watched it since it came out. But to sit there and like, let me write down notes, let me research how many rebounds was taken this game, how many points were scored this game, and, you know, really dissecting the reactions and Jordan's mentality. And Jordan's mentality. And then not only for our episodes have I done research, but also the research that you do when you and Buck are on. You know, I'm right there with you. You telling me, you bouncing ideas off of me, you know, and to sit behind the camera on the days where Buck comes over and we're filming, because sometimes we batch film, and you know,
need to do more of that.
Right, we do. But you know, and sitting behind the camera and just watching it unfurl, and I'm taking notes behind the camera too, guys, because I'm writing down timestamps. So, and I'm keeping them in check. Like, hey, look, we're at an hour mark. We're at an hour 15 mark, you know, and to be behind the scenes and those things and learning and just being on this podcast journey, I'm learning a lot. It's another outlet for my creativity personally. You know, I know you can speak for yourself when it comes to what the podcast means to you. But for me, I know it's another outlet for me creatively. It's another way for me to learn. I love to teach myself new things. I'm a DIYer, you know, so I love to learn. I'm a hands-on learner, and I love to learn things that interest me on my own. I don't have formal schooling for anything. If something's not right, I figure it out on my own. I YouTube it, you know, so it's been such a creative process now I'm editing our YouTube videos, not even our podcast videos, but our YouTube videos in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. These past 2 videos that just came out, they were 10 minutes? I finished both of them within the hour, you know? So I amazed myself because I'm like, dang, I was never this quick with editing. And it's like, because we've gotten so used to, you know, how we talk and, okay, I know this needs to be cut out. I you know, it's nothing for me to just be like, boom, 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 publish, let's go. Podcasting takes a little more effort only because of how big the file is. So I've learned to like, okay, now we need an external drive and we need this. And, you know, and so it's been a learning curve on that. But now I feel like we have definitely hit a good groove. And it's definitely been a great journey. And I am so happy that we're doing this. You know, shout out to Buck again, who couldn't be here to film this with us.
For y'all that don't know, Buck is just not like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's my best friend.
He's the dude.
And that's my best friend. You know, we've been best friends for probably about 20 years. I met Buck like 20 years ago, man.
He knew Buck before he knew me, so.
Yeah.
They go way back.
Yeah, we go way back, man. That's my dude. I talk to him on the phone every day. You know, yeah, that's my guy, man.
Him being on this journey with us has definitely
absolutely
been great. It's been a roller coaster
he belongs here.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, for you guys who, you know, I'm always going to try to turn the tables and use this as fuel for you. That's what I want to be looked at. I want to be looked at as that guy like, dang, he inspired me. Because I've met a few people, DJ Willingham, DNA show, you know, DJ Sneakerhead DJ.
His dad was really cool too.
Yeah. Senior Pops was cool, man. Super cool people. But DJ is a guy I got to be able to meet him and tell him to his face, you were one of the people that inspired me, man. You're one of the people that I looked at your videos and I got education. Like, okay, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's other guys like that. Skip Goes Hard, you know, another guy that just freaking inspires me and he encourages me. Always dropping like showing love, you know. It's so many, man. Y'all just have to really cherish the ones that really want to see you win.
Yeah.
And
that's who we do it for.
You got people who want to see you win, bro. But you know, the negative is always gonna not outnumber, but it's always the negative gonna be louder than the positive. So you might have 2 negatives and it's loud, it's blaring, but you got 3,000 million gazillion positives and it's nice and quiet and it's just moving. You know what I'm saying? So you always gonna have that. So just focus, use that negative as fuel, but always focus on a positive. That way you can, you know, because if you're a positive and you're always a positive in my universe, in my world, and you're always sharing good thoughts or sharing encouraging, oh man, this is dope. That's dope. That picture is dope. This picture is dope. That video is dope. Blah, 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 blah. If you always doing that to me but I'm always focusing on, man, them dudes be hating. Them dudes, right. It's like, dog, I just told you your John dope. What's up?
Exactly.
So that's how you got to focus
Shift
on
that
man.
mindset.
Just, hey, let that negative go. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that negative energy in your life, man. Positive vibes only. And just keep that going, man. I mean, it's easier said than done. Because who am I kidding? We're imperfect. Everybody want to be liked. Everybody want to be known to some extent. Me, I don't care about being YouTube famous or famous at all. I just want money. Like, for real, I'm not doing this for money. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. Like,
I just want to support our family.
Bread, bro.
You know, that's it. We just want to support our family.
I want a nice house. I want nice cars. You know, I ain't got to be rich. Jay-Z rich. You know, Diddy rich. You know, I ain't got to be rich like that. But I want money. You feel me? So, but I'm just letting y'all know this, man. Whatever you do, as we say it back, because we gonna go ahead and get ready to close this one off. and relive the journey. Thank y'all for reliving the journey with us, and thank y'all for listening to us go back and forth about our journey and what it means to us personally. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go back to this. Make sure whatever you're doing it because you love it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to work, I got a job that I've been doing. I've been in the commercial building engineering field for almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I do it because I have to. Right? I do that line of work because I have to, and it pays the bills, and it pays decent money, and it pays the bills. So that's why I do that. Make sure whatever y'all do as far as to being a creative, you know, whether it's social media, podcasting, YouTube, make sure you're doing it because you love it, right? Mm-hmm. We doing this because we love it. Right. You know,
if you take nothing else from this podcast,
do it because you love it.
Take the fact that we're saying do it because you love it.
You love it. You have to love it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love it, you're going to hit a wall. You're going to burn out. You're going to run out of gas. You're going to get discouraged, you know. And even if you do love it, you going to fall off the bike. You going to hit the ground one time and be like, man, maybe this ain't for me. But you got to bounce back, bro. Mm-hmm. You'll bounce back. If you love it, you'll bounce back.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, you'll bounce back. And then, you know, whatever, you know, you do, try to align yourself with different people who can help you. Mm-hmm. Not everybody in your journey is going to help you. Mm-hmm. You're going to have some people on the sideline cheering you on, but it's going to be very few on that road with
that
you.
Can actually
That's like when you fall down, that pick you up, like, come on, dog, let's go. And I've had my man Trey, Daddy Seed. I told him, the real Daddy Seed, man. I told Trey, I said, man, I sent him a DM. He just sent me a DM out the blue one time. He was like, man, I ain't been seeing no content, bro. You good? And I'm like, nah, man, I feel like I hit a wall. I feel like I want to quit, you know. He was like, bro, don't quit, man. Your content is dope, man. I look forward to seeing your stuff, da-da-da-da-da. And that was that pick you up right there. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Trey, bro. And, you know, it's like different ones that you're going to meet in this world if you develop good relationships with people. And real recognize real, right? So you going to see other real ones. You will know the fake ones. The fake ones, you will see them, man. You know what I'm saying? You will see them fake ones. You know, BB, you will see the fake ones. You will see the fake ones. But neither here nor there, y'all. You know, the journey is not going to be an easy journey, and it's not easy. We only have 500 subscribers.
But it's so worth it.
But that 500, I cherish all 516.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. And we're on the road to 1K. So when you get to that 1K, and it gets easier.
Yeah.
Because what happens is the more subscribers you start to develop, YouTube starts to throw you out there a little bit more.
Because your engagement
your engagement is going up. So now YouTube is starting to throw you out there a little bit more to people who search for sneakers. You know, on their For You pages. And, you know, YouTube starts to throw you out there on the feed a little bit more. That's why it's so important for you guys who don't understand how YouTube works. It's so important for y'all to hit them like buttons. Like it up, bro. It's easy. If you're going to watch it, like it. Even if you don't watch the whole video, at least like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to do that. And just remember, y'all, stay focused, stay consistent. And if you're young and you're single and you don't have much that's pulling your life in 20 different directions, then, hey, bro, lock yourself in the room and spit out that content, bro. Just do it, bro.
All in.
If you got a little girlfriend, hey, come on, babe, help me with this content. If she ain't down with it, baby, hold on. Give me this to the weekend. I get with you on this weekend. Get your content out, bro. Do it, bro.
Yeah.
Because it don't get easier when you have, you know, the dynamics of your life is father, you know, work, husband, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have so many titles. Yeah.
You know, I got, you know, other responsibilities to take care of outside of work. You know, a lot of us have religion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things pull you in different areas, and it's like, hey, something's gonna
suffer. Yeah.
Something's gonna suffer. But make sure, be balanced, and make sure it's not your family, your religion, and, you know, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you put in,
everything in its proper
the God
place.
of your understanding. You know, I'm not going to be on here to preach, but make sure you put the God of your understanding as your number one, and then your family, and then you should be good, bro. Mm-hmm. Just act in harmony with you praying for.
Keep things in proper perspective.
Put it in perspective. Keep it in balance.
Yep.
You'll be straight, man. So, you know what? I think that'll do it, my bride. Yeah. That'll be it. So
we've had a great journey.
Yeah. Dope. It's a dope journey. But it's not over, bro. No, this is just the beginning.
It's not over.
We ain't even really started. So
right. No, but
we wanted to reflect. We wanted to take time to reflect with you guys, and this was a great idea for Lily to come up with this.
We're just sitting here yapping, but it's good to reflect on our accomplishments. We've accomplished a lot.
Sometimes, y'all, you have to take a step back. You know, it's good to work and then stay focused. Just nose to the grind. Go.
But sit down.
But sometimes it's like, all right, let me ease up for a minute. Let me look at what I've done. All right, now get back to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is. It's just like
Denzel
bring
said,
our heads up for a minute, get some air. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all at work next week. You feel me? So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank everybody. And those who I didn't name, man.
Please don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
We're brain farting right now.
Yeah. I just had, my brain just farted and, excuse me. But yeah, so it's just one of them things where I just probably forgot. But man, I want to shout all y'all out, man. My man Daniel Show, my man, all my OG originals, man. I just can't think of so many. One day, you know what I'm gonna do one day? One day I'm gonna go through like my IG right here on the podcast, and I'm gonna shout all of y'all out who show me love, like consistent, like who's consistent with me, man. Like, who really like want to see me win, bro. Yeah. And I want to see y'all win too. So I try my hardest to show the love and like another relationship real quick before I get off of here. Another relationship that I developed is with, Jesse Jones. People know him as Filet. Mm-hmm. Filet, hey, tween. You know what I'm saying? Filet, I kick it with him on the DM tip, and it's small talk. It's not like in depth and, blah, 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 but it's consistent.
Right.
And one thing that he said in one of his videos, he was like, bro, show love. It's free. Mm-hmm. It's free to show love. It's okay. It's free to support. It's free to show support. Some of y'all got so much ego that you don't want to oh man, he got them. He think he all that. He got all that. He think it's too many that's like that.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Because you know what? It's crazy that you will have, like, I got almost 1,400 followers and I can drop a dope reel, a dope something, and only have like 100 likes. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it's a lot of people that just follow you because they hating, because they want to see how far you getting. Mm-hmm. So understand that. So but again, don't focus on that. That's just me. That's what I look at. That fuels me to keep going because I know you watching and I know you listening, and I know all that. You don't want to show no love. Like, he keep getting better.
How miserable do you have to be to constantly have that attitude?
Very much.
Anyways, we thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today. We truly appreciate you guys. Again, this is just kind of a reflection. It's good to sit back and see all that we've accomplished. We've accomplished a lot in this year. I'll just say this past year we've accomplished a lot. This podcast has definitely helped us. Another creative outlet for us, and it's a learning curve, and it's great to reflect on just the podcast itself, how much we've grown from that. And again, we truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Keep showing love. We will continue to show you guys love as well.
Absolutely. And especially if you're on your own journey.
Right. And if you guys have any questions,
I shout y'all out
please too. Don't hesitate to ask. Feel free to ask. If we don't even know the answer, we'll find the answer.
Figure it out.
We'll help you find the answer and
we
figure
all
it
in this
out.
Together. We all we got.
Right. So
CMB. We all we got.
All right. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you. We truly, truly appreciate it. if you want to end us off.
Yeah, you know how it go, y'all. So if you're on your own journey, not only that, of course, I'm going to tell you, keep making noise till somebody hear you. But hey, man, I want to support your grind too. Yeah. I want to support your journey too. So just understand that. I'm not one of the ones who keep asking y'all for likes and thumbs up, but don't reciprocate it. I reciprocate. I try my best to. And if I don't, I may have forgotten. Okay. But at the end of the day, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate the love and support. Remember, every Monday, 9 a.m., Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, you get a brand new episode of the UFG podcast. And then also in between Mondays, man, I'm dropping content as well, vlogs. We did a vlog. We went to New York. We did another vlog with daughter, just went out to the mall, just a simple mall vlog. I got some unboxings coming up, got some shoe reviews coming up. So make sure y'all continue to tap
sprinkle
in.
Here and there.
Just sprinkle. Betweens. You know what I'm saying? We just growing, y'all. And I just hit a curve where my motivation is at an all-time high. My confidence is up. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling the brand. Mm-hmm. And, I feel the direction and the vision is clear. It's crispy. So y'all continue to tap in, man. Again, love you guys. We'll see y'all on the next episode. Always keep making noise until somebody hear you. And then you stay ready. So when it's your turn, you don't even have to get ready, bro. You feel me? So we'll see y'all on the next one. I love y'all so much. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you. Peace.